Assalamu alaikum dear students. Welcome to your English literature class. I'm Shamim Rahman with you. How are you all? I hope you are fine and I think you're studying properly at home. Today we're going to start a new topic. These days I know you studied stories. And what about a poem today? Yes, we're going to learn a poem today. Okay? Do you know what is the name of this poem? I wrote the name of the poem on the top of this paper. Did you see? What is it written? The Little Plant. Can you please say after me? The Little Plant. Before we read this poem, we have to know something. Do you know what is plant? Well, I have a plant here, but it's not real. It's artificial. Okay? Plant means small tree. So today we're going to talk about a small tree or little plant. In this poem, we have to know something, that where plant comes from and how it grows. Okay? For that, I drew a picture here. And in this picture, I drew so many things. And I wrote their names also. Did you see? Yes. In this picture, I tried to show how a little plant grows from seed. You know what is seed, right? Okay. So I wrote the names here. Can you please read these names? Sunlight. These are raindrops or water. Here we have seed. This brown portion is soil or ground. And this green leaves with stem is our plant. Okay? So what does it mean? See. When we sow or put a seed in the ground, and when this seed gets water and sunlight from sunshine, okay, it tries to change. Actually, the little plant, the life of a little plant lives in this seed. And slowly and day by day, a plant comes from a seed. Okay? So when we sow a seed or body, that means we cover a seed with soil, it changes. In this picture, you can see that root is coming out because this seed got water and sunlight. Again, from here, a little leaves came out, but still, these little leaves are under the soil. It didn't come out, so we cannot see it. We can see things what is above the ground, above the soil, right? In this picture, when the seed got properly the water and sunlight, it grew as a plant. And when it got enough sunlight and water, it stood up straight, just like a plant. Okay, so today our poem is about this little plant and how it comes from a seed. Slowly. Are you ready? Okay, let's start. Okay, so we are going to recite this poem. Okay, and we will sing this poem too. So at first, I will read this poem and you will listen. The name of the poem is The Little Plant, and I wrote the poet's name. That means the writer of the poem, right, is called poet. The poet name I wrote here in red color. I think you can see that. So I will read now, I will recite now. We actually recite poem and you will listen. The Little Plant, written by Kate Lewis Brown. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a dear little plant lay fast asleep. Wake, said the sunshine, wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. Okay? Now it's your turn. The little plant. Read after me. The little plant. Written by Kate Lewis Brown. In the heart of a seed, buried deep, so deep, a dear little plant lay fast asleep. Wake, said the sunshine. Wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. I hope you recited after me. Okay? Now, let's talk about these lines. In the first two lines, what is it written? In the heart of a seed buried deep, so deep. It means a little plant lives in the center or middle part of a seed, which is buried deep in the soil, in the ground. Ground and soil are the same thing, okay? The seed is covered with soil. Now, let's talk about a third and fourth line. A dear little plant lay fast asleep. That means the little plant sleeps in the seed. It needs some important things from the nature, like sunlight and water, to grow as a plant with root, stem, and green leaf. In the fifth and sixth lines, that means in last two lines, what is it written? Wake, said the sunshine, and creep to the light. That means now the sunshine came and started calling this little plant that you are under the ground. Please now come out. I'm giving you sunlight and now you come out. Okay? I hope you understood it. So from today's poem, we read only 6 lines, and from those 6 lines, we got 3 word meanings. The first word is buried. What is the first word? Buried. And what does buried mean? Hidden in the ground. That means when you cover something, you put something on the soil, on the ground, and you cover it with soil, you can call it buried. For example, I buried a seed in the ground. Plant, we know that plant means small tree. I have a plant. Okay? Here we have the word creep. What? Creep. What does creep mean? Creep means crawl. We also a baby to crawl, right? So we can write a baby is creeping. That means a baby is crawling on the floor. Okay? So today, what did we learn from today's lesson? From today's lesson, we learned that a seed needs water and sunlight to grow as a plant, okay? To grow a plant. And a little plant lives in the middle of a buried seed, right? And in number 3, we learned that sunlight calls the little plant to come from the ground or soil. That means to come from the seed. Today, all you have to do you have to practice it. At first, read the lecture part of today's lecture sheet from the lecture sheet. Practice the exercise part of lecture 1. It was our lecture 1, right? First class. Check your answer and then share what you learned today to your after session teachers. I hope you understood the point. Thank you and good luck.